All right, so the way I found this process was first off, it was reading the book by Bill Nash, Be Your Own Banker. I was investing in crypto regularly already. I bought Bitcoin, Ethereum, all that. But every single month, I needed that money to pay my my utilities, the groceries, whatever, and I had to sell that crypto every single time, and I did not have the ability to build and accumulate and let it grow, and I needed time, but I needed the money at the same time. And so there's one month where my sales was just zero. I had no cash flow coming in, and it just went down to my crypto. And I was like, dude, I really don't want to sell this. And I knew it was going up in a bull run. And so this is where it came about, where that infinite video banking by Bill Nash. I was doing that with the life insurance policy to be my own bank, and I was borrowing from my own life insurance policy too, maxing that out, and I had nothing left, and all I had was crypto, and I was like, dude, how can I do the same thing with this? And that's where this came about, where I just researched DeFi, which I have right here. I'll talk on the next one, which is decentralized finance, allows you to buy the asset, Bitcoin, and whatever else you want to borrow. But let's stick with Bitcoin because I believe that all the other coins are distractions. Okay, and I have tried it, and I was not able to handle volatility, and it hurt. Okay, so I don't want you guys to do that. Just stick to Bitcoin. I do what I say now. I just stick to Bitcoin and just borrow from that Bitcoin. We'll be able to handle the volatility and be able to actually hold the coins and keep the coins longer, and so that it can ride and inflate, and then we'll have the ability to borrow from that to pay our bills while it's still growing. So I need to pay my bills. It's all right. I don't have to sell it. I can pay my bills, and it's still there growing as if it was mine, even though it's been borrowed from. Okay, and then what you can do is then, if this thing grows big enough where it's substantial enough to borrow that from the Bitcoin and then buy more assets that cash flow, or you could buy and borrow more Bitcoin. That's kind of where it starts to compound over and over for you. So I want to go over this process here with you in this section, and then once we are done with this, we're going to look into decentralized finance, and then we'll look into some other stuff like scam awareness. Now, as far as expectation goes, you're gonna have to understand how to use your computer. Sometimes, stuff on your phone, and of course, it's a little techie-ish. I think any average person who knows how to, install a software, open an email, basic computer stuff, we should be able to figure it out. Now, if you're not as tech savvy, maybe on the senior end, I think you're gonna have a hard time. You might have to recruit a younger grandchild or something to help you with this, and also educate them through that, and they'll be able to help you out. Okay, but I'm going to try to do it as slow as possible. I'm going to have different sections where if it's not clear, I'm just going to break it down real detail, and you can pause it and go back and get it and fix it. Okay, and I'm going to give you some general guidelines so that things do change all the time. As of right now, the Bitcoin that I want you to buy is no longer on the market, so we have to convert it and change it now. So that's what I'm going to show you what to do now. And if it changes, I'm going to show you the general idea so that you know what to do and adapt to it if things do change, because they will change, but the general guideline will still be there. I'm going to go over this general guideline here, which I just already talked about, so you kind of get an overview of what to expect in DeFi. And so I give you this here, and I'm going to go into details on how to actually do this. I'm going to do this on the desktop. I'm going to do this also on my phone. If you have an iPhone or different versions, I don't have an iPhone, so I might not be able to show you that, but I'll be able to show you on a Samsung. Okay. Now, if anything, that you should be able to do it on a desktop. It should be the same. Okay. So eventually later on, if you guys are iPhone users and you guys it's a little different or whatever it is, then I might have to get an iPhone so you guys can learn, but or an iPad or whatever it is, and kind of walk you through the same process if certain things are a little bit different. Okay, all right, thanks.